you like nature. You like going out to the park or going for walks or just going out boating. Well, if you do like that, I know a great place in Hocking Hills called Old Man's Cave. Old Man's Cave is a hiking trail in the Hocking Hills State Park, and Hocking Hills State Park is located in Logan, Ohio. Logan, Ohio is about 58 miles from Columbus. It's about a 1 to 1.5 hour drive. It's a beautiful scenic drive. If you like hills and farmland, I've taken the drive many times myself, and it's just a beautiful sight to see when you're riding. According to the Dayton Daily News, Old Man's Cave was actually listed in an article by BuzzFeed titled 22 Stunning Under the Radar Destinations to Add to Your Bucket List. So it's actually a very popular place that is known around the U.S. So the length of this hiking trail is about 1 to 1.5 miles long. It's according to one of my coworkers that recently went on a family outing to Old Man's Cave. She stated that it wasn't necessarily a hiking trail, or she wouldn't describe it as a hiking trail. She would describe it more as a unguided tour through caverns and waterfalls. It's divided into 5 sections, and those 5 sections are the upper falls, the upper gorge, middle falls, lower falls, and the lower gorge. And as I stated before, from the upper falls to the lower gorge is about 1 to 1.5 miles. It's a one-way loop. You can only go one way. It loops around from top to bottom. Once you get there, if you're looking for things to do there, there's all sorts of amenities included there. If you want to stay overnight, there are several campgrounds. You can bring your RV. There's electrical and non-electrical pads for your RVs. There are also tent setup areas where you can set up your tent. If you prefer to be indoors, you can rent cabins as well for several nights to stay if you like. They also have playgrounds if you want to bring your kids. If you like to do recreational sports, they have volleyball pads for you. They also have kayaking, boat rentals. You can go fishing, and you can also do guided hiking tours. Now, I know a lot of you like water and everything, but unfortunately swimming is not allowed out here on these waters. But you can bring your pets as long as they do remain on a leash. So I know you're wondering, well, what else is so special about Old Man's Cave? Why is it listed under the must-go places? Well, it's actually one of the most popular sites in Hocking Hills. It's also, according to the Hocking Hills website, it was listed, according to the Hocking Hills website, it also connects to 2 other national hiking trails. And those hiking trails are the North Country Scenic Trail and America's Discovery Trail. Although it's called Old Man's Cave, it's not actually caves, but more so, or it's not like the caves that you would think of, going deep down in. It's more like small caverns, and they don't go so deep, but more like over rock ledges. There's also beautiful cascading waterfalls, a number of waterfalls if you like those kinds of things. They have rock formations. One of the most popular rock formations is called Sphinx Head, and it's said to take the formation and look like the head of a sphinx. Also, a popular attraction there is a site called the Devil's Bathtub. Now, the Devil's Bathtub is a riverbed, and this it's shaped like a bathtub. Some people say that the riverbed leads all the way down to hell itself, and that's why it's called the Devil's Bathtub, but it's been proven that it actually only goes about 12 feet deep. So after telling you all of this, I know you're wondering, well, Old Man's Cave, how did it get its name? How did it come to be called Old Man's Cave? Well, it got its name from a man named Richard Rowe. About 200 years ago, Richard migrated to Ohio from Tennessee, and he was in search of trading posts. He took up camp in one of the caverns in the Hocking Hills area, and he actually lived there for quite some time. He ended up dying there, and he's said to be buried just below one of the ledges in there. Here I have a short video of what you can expect to see at Hocking Hills Old Man's Cave. Now, if you do want to plan a trip to Old Man's Cave, they are open year-round. So whether it's hot, cold, snowing, whatever it is, you can take a trip out to Old Man's Cave. But whatever you do, don't let Old Man Richard Rowe find you.